Welcome to Room 9, the region's largest classroom. I'm Mrs. Wright and I teach at Monroe Elementary in St. Charles. Today I will be teaching a reading lesson meant for my sweet second graders, but as always, everyone, any grade, any age, any learner, adult, kid is always welcome in Room 9. So here we are. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through our week. I hope you are having a wonderful week. I know that I am. There's a fly on this window that's distracting me. And there's someone here that wants to say hi to you. She's nudging me. Molly, hey. Okay, now she's... Molly, come here. She was literally just nudging me and now she's ignoring me. She's laying in our hallway. Hey, Molly. Come here. Come say hi. Stretch. Okay, we're gonna do that in a sec. Come here. Come say hi to me and the friends. Okay, whatever. You don't want to say hi? Come here. Come here. We don't have time for her nonsense. We have learning to do. Okay, so let's get our brains and our bodies ready to learn as always. I have my water. I'm ready to do some stretching. How about you? Okay, stretch all the way up to the sun, to the sky. Oh, woo! To the side. Oh, yes. Okay. Woo, you like my shirt? I love it. Teacher, teacher, teacher. Okay. Let's clear our minds by just sitting in silence and taking some deep breaths. If you're in the red zone, if you're in yellow or blue, deep breaths always help me calm back down. Okay? Here we go. Show you her now. She's over here stretching. Okay, so we have been learning this week about point of view, and we know that point of view is who is telling the story. It's the narrator, right? Narrators tell the stories, and the narrator's point of view could change. So we have first person point of view. The narrator is a character in the story. They are part of the action, and we read a storm called Katrina to help us understand that point of view, okay? When you are writing something or reading something that's written in first person, the pronouns that you hear are I, me, my, us, ours, we, okay? So then I dropped it, of course. We had, can you cuddle like a koala? And this was written in second person. It was directly talking to the reader, which were me and you, and it was making the reader feel like they were part of the story. And the pronouns that were being used that when you're in second person are your, you, and yours. And we know that second person is pretty rare in stories where you're like really telling a long, in-depth story, because usually my personal experience is that books written in second person are a lot of like encouraging or motivating, that kind of thing. Okay, so can you cuddle like a koala? And then we have our final point of view today, which we are going to read about, or read a book that uses this point of view. And the narrator is not a character in the story. They're removed from the action, meaning they're telling the reader about the action that's happening, but they are not a part of the action, okay? Let me say that again. So the third person narrator is telling the reader the action that's happening without them being a part of the action. If they were a part of it, that would be back to first person, okay? But because they're not part of it and they're just explaining the action, third person. Okay, so the pronouns that we hear when it's a third person point of view are things like he, she, they, them, him, her, their. I did that again, there. There. Okay. Whew. Like, they are there. This is their toy, right? Their, not their. Okay. So, do you want to come and say hi now? Come here. Seriously, come here. Come here. Come here. She's just staring at me. I don't know what she wants me to do. All right. Let's review before I do the vocab this time. See, I do remember things every once in a while. Now, let's do it a little differently today. Thumbs up if I tell you the right person. Thumbs down if I tell you the wrong. Okay? They love reading. I think that this is first person. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm wrong. This is not first person. This is third person. They love reading. Talking about the action of those people. They love reading, right? Good. Okay. You love reading. You love reading. I think this is second person. Am I right? Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm right. Mrs. Wright's right. You love reading is second person. Good job. We love reading. We love reading. I think it's we love reading. I think it's first person because it includes me. Right or wrong? Yep, that's right. We love reading. First person. I'm part of the action. Good. He or she, he and she, they love reading. What do you think? First person? Wrong. This is third person. He loves reading. She loves reading. I'm telling you about other people. This is third person. And last but not least, I love reading. I love it. First person. Woo! Good job. Okay. Here come the vocab words, Molly. You want to do them with me? Come here. Oh my gosh. Kind of crabby today. All right. Let's read these words. Okay. I've practiced like 2 of these words several times, so I'm probably just going to have to use the little dictionary guy again, and I'm okay with it. All right. Grudge. So this whole book is about grudges, okay? A grudge is where you hold something against someone. So like Billy, one time, I'm trying to think of something that he did. Oh, he took my car and took it to work and made me take his car. And my car was brand new and I was really mad about that. And I was holding a grudge against him. So I was kind of holding something against him. I wasn't really forgiving him for it. I might have told him that I was forgiving him for it. But a grudge is something that's like, it won't go away. You're not letting it go away. Okay? So that was probably a bad example because eventually I did let it go. But, you know, if you hold a grudge, you remember always what people do to you that you didn't like. That's the best way I can think to say it. Okay, a complaint. A complaint, have you ever heard someone say, stop complaining, okay? That means you're saying all the things you don't like, which sometimes that's fine. I may have been known to make a complaint if I don't get the food that I ordered. I do it nicely, but a complaint, you are saying that you don't like something or something isn't what you thought. Complaint. Ramshackle. The best way to explain this, ramshackle, is like a house or maybe it's like a car. It's something that's in like, it's a disaster. It's messy. There's stuff everywhere. You can't really use it, okay? There's no room for anything else. Mischievous, that means like, kind of a little troublemaker, right? Mischievous. Accusations, that's like accusing someone of something. So you did this and you don't really know for sure if they did it or not. Okay, so accusation, so you're saying you think that someone did something. Toupee, sometimes people wear it on their heads. It's like a wig for males, pretty much. It just covers the bald patch on your head. It's a little toupee. That's a fun word to say, toupee. Then we have peak, and a peak is like a pile. Then we have this word. I'm just gonna make sure that I say it right. I've practiced it 100 million times, okay? Or no, a peak is not a pile. In the book it says pile of peak. A peak is where you're like annoyed with someone because of something like they said about you, okay? So this is the word that I'm gonna make it say out loud so I don't mess it up. Okay, let's see.
Umbrage.
Umbrage. It was close. Like Professor Umbridge in Harry Potter. Umbrage. Like something hurt your feelings. Like you just told me my hat looks bad. Maybe like I take offense to something. Umbrage. Okay. And then here's another one. Okay. Here we go.
Imbroglio.
Imbroglios. Okay. It's a confusing, complicated situation. Okay? Okay. Those vocabulary words are going to be important. So, you already know what person I'm reading this in, so I'm just going to slap it up there for you. This book is in third person, and if I forgot to go over them, which I'm pretty sure I did, our objectives. I will be able to identify first person. I will be able to identify second person. I will be able to identify third person. And I will be able to understand how point of view impacts the story. Okay? Dun, 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 the Grudge Keeper. So a grudge is like you're holding something against someone. Okay? Here is the blurb. Oh, wait, that's one blurb. What do you do with your tiffs and huffs, your quabbles and quibbles, your low blows and pet peeves? So all these words in here are going to be like different words for things that people do to you that bother you, annoy you, hurt your feelings, that kind of thing. All right, here is the actual blurb. No one in the town, The Grudge Keeper, written by Mara Rockliff, illustrated by Eliza Wheeler, and this is being read with permission from Peachtree Publishing. No one in the town of Bonnie Ripple ever kept a grudge. No one, that is, except old Cornelius, the Grudge Keeper. Ruffled feathers, petty snits, minor tiffs, major huffs, insults, umbrage, squabbles, dust-ups, and imbroglios, the Grudge Keeper received them all, large and small, tucking each one carefully away in his ramshackle cottage. But when a storm flings the people together and their grudges to the wind, will the Grudge Keeper be out of a job? Okay. No one in the town of Bonnie Ripple ever kept a grudge. No one, that is, except old Cornelius, the Grudge Keeper. Ruffled feathers, petty snits, minor tiffs, and major huffs, insults, umbrage, squabbles, dust-up, and imbroglios, the Grudge Keeper received them all, large and small, tucking each one carefully away in his ramshackle cottage. Look at that place. So he's keeping all the grudges from his town. When Minnie Fletcher's goat gulped down Elver Boggs' prize-winning Zena's, I knew I was gonna mess that up, Zena's. Sorry, I gotta check, I don't like it when it's important to say things correctly because then you learn. Oh, there we go. That is most, oh, there we go. I should spell it right. It's a, oh.
Zinnia.
Zinnias. That's right. Zinnias. When Minnie Fletcher's goat gulped down Ilrova Boggs' prize-winning zinnias, Ilvra marched right over to the Grudge Keeper to file a complaint. When mischievous Sylvester Quincy snagged the schoolmaster's toupee, the schoolmaster took terrible offense straight to Cornelius. There's the toupee. It was on top of his bald head. When Big Otto stomped on Lily Bell's new shoes at the spring fling, she limped off to Cornelius and flung her accusations at his feet. Get those characters. This is going to be important later. So she's mad at him for stepping on her feet. As time went by, the grudges piled up. They filled the fireplace. They overflowed the tub. Cornelius jammed them and crammed them into every crack and corner, but they kept on coming. Then one day, the wind rose. At first, it was a gentle breeze. Laundry fluttered on the lines. Lily Bell's best flowered bonnet skipped away. Big Otto captured it and brought it back, but Lily Bell just grumbled that the petals were all out of place. So the wind grew stronger, shutters shook and cupboards rattled. Minnie Fletcher's fresh-baked lemon pie slid off the windowsill and landed on Elvira's cat. The wind ran riot through the schoolhouse, overturning ink pots and hurling chalk. The schoolmaster's toupee flew off his head and sailed outside, where Minnie Fletcher's goat gobbled it up. Night fell, but no candle would stay lit. The people huddled with their grudges in the darkness, listening to the hissing, howling, creaking, crashing, moaning, groaning, whistling wind. At last, the wind sputtered, slowed, and stopped. The townspeople crept out into the morning light. Clutching their new grudges, they set off for the Grudge Keeper's cottage. But what was this? The wind had mixed and mingled, tossed and turned, tumbled and jumbled, and finally dumped the rumpled, crumpled grudges in one whooping pile. Nothing was where it should be. Squabbles were scrambled with quibbles. Low blows rested high up in the pile. High dudgeon had drifted down low, and left-handed compliments had landed on the right-hand side. The townspeople crowded around the mountain of grudges, pushing, grabbing, shoving, shouting, "Give me that! Me first! And mine!" In the hubbub, no one heard the feeble groan that squeezed from the bottom of the pile. No one but Sylvester Quincy. "It's Cornelius!" he cried. "Cornelius!" The shouts and shoving stopped. Why hadn't anybody thought to wonder where the Grudge Keeper had gone? Sylvester Quincy dove in first. Slowly, the others followed suit. Grudges scattered like confetti as they worked to dig Cornelius out of the pile. So they're working together to find Cornelius. Minnie Fletcher found a grudge labeled "Goats Who Make Pigs of Themselves." Holding it out to Elvira, she said, "I'm sorry about your zinnias." Elvira looked at her worn-out grudge. "What do I need with that?" she said, and fed the grudge to Minnie Fletcher's goat. The schoolmaster smoothed out a snit called Sassy Spitball Spring Schoolboys. He glanced at Sylvester Quincy. Then, with a shrug, he rolled it up again and flung it far away. "I found a bone to pick," Big Otto said to Lily Bell. "I think it's yours." Lily Bell pushed and tossed the bone to the... Lily Bell blushed and tossed the bone to the pet peeves. So he found the one that she wrote about him, and he gave it to her, and she was kind of like, "Oh, whatever." Cornelius staggered to his feet and stared around. "The grudges!" he cried. "Where have they all gone?" Big Otto eyed Elvira Blogg. Minnie Fletcher sneaked a guilty look at Lily Bell. The schoolmaster shuffled his feet. Tiffs and huffs, squabbles and quibbles, all the grudges had been tossed away, down to the last small scrape of pike. Not a single grudge remained. Suddenly, with a yowl, Elvira's cat shot through the crowd. Elvira stumbled into Minnie Fletcher. Minnie crashed into Big Otto, and Big Otto toppled over right on top of Lily Bell. Cornelius stood ready to receive the grudges, but they didn't come. Instead, Minnie helped Elvira to her feet. "Nice bumping into you," she said. "I've fallen for you, Lily Bell," Big Otto said. "Please marry me." Lily Bell laughed. "I guess I've fallen for you too." Everyone cheered except the schoolmaster, who scowled at Sylvester Quincy. "Don't think I didn't see you pulling that cat's tail," he said. And then he winked. So maybe he did it on purpose? Everyone in town turned out for the big wedding. Elvira Blogg sneaked cake under the table until Minnie Fletcher grinned and told her, "You can't get my goat." And when Big Otto waltzed his brand new bride into the punch bowl, Lily Bell just giggled. "You're not mad?" he asked. "Of course I am," she said. "Mad about you." For no one in the town of Bonnie Ripple ever kept a grudge. Not even Cornelius. What with overflowing cupboards full of friendliness, shelves stuffed with smiles, and tabletops heaped high with hugs, he simply didn't have room. Aw, that's so good. The Grudge Keeper. Okay, so this book was written in third person. It used the noun or the pronouns he, she, they, them, him, her, right? So we need to understand how the point of view impacts the story. So the narrator in this story, in the third person point of view, was telling the action that was happening, right? If the story would have been told maybe from the point of view of this guy, which his name was, I believe it was Sylvester, right? Let me double check. Yes, Sylvester Quincy, right? I think if it would have been told from his point of view, it could have been good because he did give grudges. He did do things to make people give grudges about him. He realized that Cornelius was at the bottom, but the whole point of this story was the ending, which was to show that Cornelius had kept all these grudges about people, and now that he got rid of these grudges, he had room for all these amazing things in his life, like friends, smiles, hugs, those kinds of things. So the point of view in this story was important, and it was an impact telling it in third person because it really was a story about the whole town and the relationships that the people in the town had with each other. And I think if it would have been told from first person, some of that might have been missed, like the relationship between Otto, I believe. Yeah, Big Otto and Lilybell. We probably wouldn't have seen that, okay? So this book, again, like I said, The Grudge Keeper, was written in third person. So who was telling the story? The narrator, right? The narrator always tells the story, and the narrator in third person is not a character from the story, and they're telling you about all the action of the story. Okay, so I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for our final lesson on point of view. I'm excited. We're really going to focus on this last. I will be able to understand how point of view impacts the story. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here, ready to learn, ready to do some stretching. Maybe Molly will make an appearance. I don't know what her deal is. Who knows? But see you then. Bye, guys.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.